I opened GF's messages only to find out that. Hi everyone, welcome back to another Reddit cheating story. Before we start, please hit the subscribe button and click the notification bell so you won't miss another cheating story goes live. My 26 straight M girlfriend, 26 bisexual F, of 3 years may be emotionally cheating on me. I'm not usually one to share details of my personal life online, however if this thread could help somebody else in the future, then it's worth it. Any advice here would be very appreciated. Thank you in advance for any advice you can give me here. My GF and I have shared a very close and honest relationship up until this point. We have lived together for 2 years now. She's just completed her grad school and I've nearly graduated myself. She may be moving to another city temporarily to find work before a career job starts, and we have plans to move back together as we find our career jobs as soon as we can. We openly discuss everything with one another, even difficult topics that could become potential future wedge issues. Specifically, I want children for sure someday and she may not. We discuss this often and maturely. My running justification for staying together for now despite this difference has been that we are so compatible in every other way that I'm willing to wait a number of years for her to decide what she wants. She has said after all that she may actually want kids someday but she wants a career first, and won't know how she truly feels about kids until she's had a chance to explore the career. Totally fine. She recently spent some time in another state doing philanthropy work where she met a new male friend also on the philanthropy trip. She had a tough upbringing and moved around as a kid, so she doesn't have many close friends at all. So I fully supported her new friendship. I got to meet him when he came to visit my GF and I one evening last week at our place, and I concluded that while he seemed fairly harmless, I still couldn't tell if I could trust his intentions. After all, he wanted to hang out with her only, but my GF was supportive of me wanting to meet him first and be there the first time. I hadn't once doubted my trust for my GF, but this guy might have been giving off vibes that he's interested in her secretly when he was here. So, I did something that I'm not proud of, and for the first time in our relationship I broke her trust and checked her texts with him. What I found left me feeling shocked, confused, hurt, and most of all feeling betrayed. But I don't know if it's emotional, cheating, or worth breaking up over. Fast forward to a few days ago, my GF was leaving for another state again across the country to visit her only other close friend, 25F, also bisexual, and in an open relationship, whose parent is dying and in palliative care. I have already met this friend of hers. She seemed very nice. They've known each other about a year and have met only twice in person, the rest was online for school due to COVID. It was the morning of her flight for this visit that I checked my girlfriend's messages with this new male friend of hers. It read something like this. GF, yeah, I don't know if I'll be able to resist the temptation to make out with her, the female friend, while I'm visiting, especially if we're intoxicated, lol. Male friend, so are you going to break up with your boyfriend halfway through the trip and then just go for it? Or nah, haha. GF, well, I know he's, me, really sensitive about infidelity. He told me that he'd rather I leave him first if I want to have sex with somebody else, rather than going for it and fessing up later. GF, besides I think her boyfriend, the female friend's boyfriend, will be there the whole time so it's unlikely anything will happen. Male friend, damn, I commend you for your restraint. Do you think you'll end things with him, me, when you get back? GF, we'll have to see, it's all up in the air. I didn't catch what led them to the topic in the first place. So there you have it. I managed to swallow my feelings long enough to drive her to the airport. Have only given cold text replies since. My thoughts, it is very clear to me that she was outwardly contemplating to this guy that she might cheat on me with her female friend on the trip she's currently away on. I feel like these texts are a form of emotional cheating in itself, but I'm not sure and want you to tell me what you think. Either way, it's a massive betrayal and I'm very hurt about it. I do love her so much as a person and am totally shocked that she would say this. I almost don't believe that it was her saying it. To make matters worse, I know I'm the closest person in her life by a landslide. She's had issues with depression in the past, and is not close with her family at all, their fault not hers. If I leave her, she'll be totally alone in her life except for her male friend and her female friend mentioned here, both she's known for less than 2 years, and that's it. Is this an issue we can work through or is it too far of a betrayal to salvage? I didn't want to make it into a fight just hours before she was to fly to visit a friend with a dying parent. My plan was to not reveal my knowledge of this until she returns, then give her the chance to come clean about anything she might need to confess to me and likely end things. I need your advice please and thanks. Edit, thank you to everybody who has contributed to this great advice. I cannot overstate how impactful it can be for somebody on the receiving end of infidelity, or intention thereof, to be reminded about the good that still exists in humanity, with all of your empathetic and supportive comments. Thank you again so much. Edit 2, thanks everybody so much for all of these kind and supportive words. I acknowledge that yesterday I clearly was thinking too much with my heart and not as much with my head and trying to give her any credit. After all, you're witnessing me process this in real time. I've had my chance to let the emotions run out, now my days of feeling sorry for myself are over. I have already read all of your comments and I agree fully. There's no question that the writing is on the wall and I deserve nothing other than protecting myself and getting the hell out. I promise I'll reply to every comment in time, ASAP, and will update you on the outcome, too. But for now I have some preparing for a conversation and some packing to do. Final edit/update, please forgive me everybody for how long it took me to provide an update. I'm not used to posting on Reddit and didn't anticipate that I would want to keep it private for this long as I process the transition. Yes, we split ways. The physical infidelity itself did not occur, however the emotional betrayal was confirmed to be real nonetheless. The fact that she did not show any intent or desire to fight for a chance to preserve our relationship at the time of the confrontation, and the fact that this incident put a clear spotlight on our very different life goals at the time, led to a very clear decision to split. I'm glad that we handled it maturely and amicably though. She broke down in the midst of the breakup and admitted none of this was worth losing the relationship we built and the friendships we built around it. I know at the end of the day that she has a good heart and is still learning what she wants in the longer term. She said that she doesn't want to hurt anyone again and apologized for hurting me too. Several weeks have passed now since and there is no bad blood or hard feelings. We are just both seemingly glad that we're out of a relationship that wasn't right for a long time. Since then, I've had more clarity than ever about what I want and who I am. I'm happy doing it for a while, but also would not hesitate to slowly start something new if I spot somebody with all of the traits I have learned I value above all else. Honesty, constant communication, even the difficult stuff, unquestioned commitment/loyalty to each other, and a shared desire for building a family with children someday. Hopefully this update reaches you. Thanks again for all of your support in the early days while I was processing what likely had to happen. It was for the best. Thanks, and I hope you all find your happiness too. Sometimes the hard choices that temporarily cause you to hurt can act as a ladder to get you out of a deeper rut. Take care everybody. Here are some of the best comments from our community. If she hasn't cheated yet, then the intention is clearly there. Sounds like the guy is not only encouraging it but is waiting in the wings to pick her up once she's ditched you. Has she thought through the consequences? Maybe yes, maybe not. Maybe she'll have some grand epiphany that she doesn't want to cheat and or leave you after all. But that seems unlikely. Have your exit strategy ready for when she returns. Or better yet, let her come home to a locked door or empty apartment. Just her confiding these cheating thoughts to her male friend is a huge problem. Even if they were just thoughts and she never acted on them, it is extremely problematic that she is sharing them with this male friend. You can have a nice long chat about all of this, but the trust is now gone on both ends. Yours has been broken by her sharing cheating thoughts with her male friend and hers by your invasion of her privacy. Sounds like a wrap on the relationship with all of this, so I would be planning my exit strategy now. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notification bell for any future cheating stories.